So after you've logged into Volusion, you'll click on the Manage My Store button here at the top. It will bring you to the back end of your store, and you should be able to configure all of these settings in the email that Volusion sent you as a contributor to the account. And if that's confusing, just let me know and we'll get together and talk about that. But to add products, you will come to this login screen on your store. Even though it says returning customers, you have an admin account. So you'll put in the email that you had set up as well as your login. If I can remember the correct password. There we are. The backend will bring you to this dashboard. My best recommendation for adding a product is to go to Inventory, click here on Products, and since some of these templates for these products that I have specialized, particularly the guns, I would recommend just duplicating a previous product. So let's go down and find a page that has a gun. Okay, so let's go to this pink camouflage. We'll click on the product, and if you go here to the upper right hand corner of these three dots, click on that, do duplicate, and it'll make an exact copy. So let's say this is you'll obviously put in your name. The code that I put in was the same code as Xander's and the suggested retail price. You'll definitely want to put the weight in for your shipping. This is Xander's patent description. Then you might need to edit the categories here. You'll click on Edit Categories, Edit Categories. And for instance, let's say that we're going to make this, it's a pistol. We're not doing a rifle, we're doing a pistol. So let's unclick it from rifles. It's going to be under guns, under pistols, and we'll click Apply so that it's under the right categories. And obviously all of this stuff will be changed. Then to select other options, if there's a certain specification that you want to put in or a particular size, now this would come in if you're adding clothing. And we'll go through in just a minute just a plain blanket product. This is where your images would be. You would upload and add here. And then for advanced information, this is why I'm having you duplicate particularly the guns, because we need to do under this product description, we needed to add this background check message. But this only needs to be done under the guns section. And that's the primary reason I had you just copy and paste. For guns, pistols, rifles, shotguns, revolvers, etc. So we really don't want to save this, so let's cancel. And this just brought us back to the previous one that we wanted to duplicate. So let's go back to products under inventory. Let's add a new product. Then we're going to just put in and then code. I'll just put something fake in. Let's do $20, 8 ounces. make it a t-shirt. Okay, we're going to select the category. And let's do a clothing option. So we will want to click accessories and clothing. Click apply. Then this is where we're going to do under options, we're going to do the sizing. So whatever sizes we want for it to be available. And then let's see, say we want to add another one for the really big guys. Let's add an extra there and it will click it. And then let's click apply. So it gives us those options. This is where we would put in our t-shirt picture. I don't know that I have one, but we'll search real quick. This will just be a lame, oops. This is from another client, so. And then advanced settings. I would only mess with this if you have a strange size for your image. And I would always go with probably a 400 by 400 pixel. If you have any more questions about the type or size of image to upload, just let me know. And we'll click upload. It's uploading the image. And then we have the t-shirt right there. Now this is all text and extra text and descriptions for the search area. And these are all really advanced features, like if you want to run a sale and so forth. And we can get into that when you get to that point. And then you want to make sure while you're adding a brand new product that you take the free shipping, uncheck it. And then if you want to put in parameters for fixed cost shipping, days, and so forth. This is additional product descriptions that will show up as well. I personally just put the one at the top here because it will place it in the same format as the other items. Okay, and this is the product display. If for some reason you have a product built but you're out of stock or so forth, you can go in and click hide when you're out of stock. Or if you just don't want to sell that product right now, this is where you would go in and hide the product. A lot of these parameters, yeah, you can fill them all in, but you're really not going to use them most of the time. The add to cart button is just a cute little pop-up, but I think if you get too much going on, it's going to discourage the shopper. These are also URLs, locations for photos that are maybe not uploaded onto Volusion's server. You can put in a minimum order quantity, like for some t-shirts, if you have to print them yourself. That's good for people like Scott that have a minimum order. You're not going to have any third-party shipping for Google or Yahoo and those sorts of things. We're not dealing with a custom field right now or a reoccurring price. You can do discount pricing levels if you get to the point where you're selling a bunch of firearms in bulk, but I don't know what the likelihood of that would be. And this would be if you're drop shipping from vendors, would be if you're drop shipping from a particular manufacturer, which obviously firearms aren't drop shipped. So once you have all of that, you would click save. And you can view the product. It should have uploaded my picture. And see, this is where it puts our description down below. I should have put more in than just t-shirt. Here's our sizes. Product information. I'm not sure about why this t-shirt didn't load. It might have been the file format. Okay, so let's go back and we'll go over the functionality of the dashboard and where everything's at. So when you get a notification in your email about an order, you can go in here and it will list all of your orders that need to process. It will not process it for you because I have all of your payments set to manual. You can even place your phone orders in here so that you have one spot to keep everything organized. Reoccurring billing, you can track your returns. A point of sale would be if you were to want to run a purchase through this Volusion website, and that would be if you had your payment gateway for credit cards set up, but we're not there yet. And then if someone were to visit and abandon their shopping cart, like for instance, here's a couple here, you could go in and see where they're coming from, what items it was. You can take your email address and you can say, hey, I noticed that you visited, you left a couple of items in your shopping cart. Are you still interested in purchasing? And sometimes they leave a phone number. Then these are customers' information. This would be the accounts, people that have gone in and ordered, and this would be their information. And when they place an order, it will send them an email as well as you. And this would be the area if they were to write a review. There's lots of bells and whistles, but I don't think that we're to that yet. I'm marked as an administrator, and you should have been here as an administrator. So let's just add you right now. All right. Well, and that might have also added you as a customer. Then we're back to inventory, which also includes where we originally did products. Let's take a look at categories. Categories are based on obviously your products, but also pages. So for instance, how I input all of that information into your sales protocol, you would just click this pencil here. It shows you what category that this page is in, what navigation, and then if you were to ever want to hide a particular category, you would just click that box. There's the photo that I uploaded, and then here is all the information on that page. Then product categories work a little differently. You create the same way you would do just a regular page, but this particular, for instance, guns is kind of a standalone page. It's almost a filler for organizing your content for the subfolders. So For instance, pistols, revolver, rifles, and shotguns are all your subfolders. So you would create subcategories for these. And this little dot thing here on the side lets you move stuff around. So for instance, if we just wanted to make pistols its own, we would just move it out. Well, and I think now I just made pistols a tertiary category of revolvers, but there we go. The same is for ammunition, accessories, and so forth. Now, if you'd like to have a menu, say at the footer or so forth, I think that gets kind of confusing. Let's go up here. Options, this has to do more with sizing and thing of the particular clothing products, but we'll review more of that as you get more clothing in. The rest of these things are all about receiving and distribution, that kind of accounting or record management system. This is going to be all about your social media. If you want to, you obviously can't sell on eBay or Amazon. If you want to make a deal of the day, have a rewards program, push out newsletters or gift certificates. The design, this is kind of my area right here. This is where I go in and manipulate all the code and make a bunch of changes, so you really won't have to worry about that. Reporting, you can go in and if you'd like for it to auto-generate a report, but you would need some sort of data in order to auto-generate that report. This is going to be all of your information as far as your personal information. And I'm still waiting for them to correct your domain. I had a call for them this morning. Shipping, I'll need you to go in and double check this and make sure your shipping is set up the way you would like for it. And if you want in-store pickup or just pick up, those sorts of things. Taxes, I believe I put that incorrectly, that 5.9 or 5.73, good. The payment gateway, we're not set up for credit cards right now, but I do have you set up for money order, check my mail, and wire transfer. And that will show up when someone goes to check out. Those will be the only 3 options for them. Okay, I think that's it for now. If you have any questions,